It is still a large-looking storm. You look at the cloud shield here, and it extends way out across Florida, the southeast, and the deep south. But the center is located right down there, so kind of it's a half of a storm in all essence and all aspects, and that's why it's called a subtropical storm. It's not a true tropical storm with the circulation and storms wrapping all the way around the center. But some pretty heavy storms off to the east. First off, the latest advisories of 11 o'clock. Winds still 40 miles an hour, so despite wind gusts being higher than that, the sustained winds are around 40 miles an hour. Moving to the north-northeast now at 13 and 400 miles south of Apalachicola. That's up in the Big Bend, right about there in the Panhandle. Here's the future track. Not a lot of change. It's a north-northeast motion and then a turn back to the northwest, reaching the northern Gulf Coast during the day on Monday and making landfall Monday evening or Monday night. And then it's a weakening storm that moves up into the Ohio Valley and dumps a lot of rain there. But in terms of rainfall, that's really going to be one of the biggest impacts from the system because there's a tremendous amount of tropical moisture with it. As Alberto goes north, all of this moisture is draped out across Florida, so flooding downpours will be expected through the night, later on tonight, and off and on during the day tomorrow, and even Monday. You can see kind of this moisture tail gets stuck over us. And then there's the moisture with Alberto dumping very heavy rainfall as well in that area. Here's the radar rather tonight, and you can see it's much more impressive than what we saw you at 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock this evening. A lot of lightning coming off of Cuba now and into the Straits. There's the swirl out here. This is near the center of Alberto. You can kind of make out a few of these little thunderstorms going around in a bit of a circular motion there. And this is some of the heaviest weather as well, but it extends back to the south. And you can see the thunderstorms coming off of Cuba and now into the upper Keys and into parts of Miami-Dade. These quick-moving showers as the circulation of Alberto expands and some brief downpours here or there. As we go through the evening, because the circulation's improving, the wind field will be supportive of severe weather and possibly tornadoes. The one thing we're lacking right now is really instability. You get that from heating, and we're not seeing much of that, of course, because it's night, but the rain also kind of dampening things down. So we'll be watching it the next several hours, of course. Dave Warren is here. He'll be with us all night long in case there's any warnings or watches that are issued, and we'll do cut-ins. So tonight, gusty storms increase. We'll see windy and wet conditions tomorrow. Flooding rains are possible if that tail lines up right over us. And on Monday, still some stormy downpours sticking around. And then I promise by the middle and latter part of next week, it actually starts to get more spring-like and a little bit drier. Maribel?
I hope.